Alright, hello. This is ODQ, and I am here on Gemsnoot again to continue this series. I'm going to try to keep up with at least once a day upload of this, and maybe even try to get another upload of the different character. I'm kind of into alts right now. I do need 3 augments, just multi-stat augments for my sorry, this is something I need to get better at, is to keep my train of thought going while I'm playing the game. Anyway, on my main is what is my main? It's okay. This is a difficult moment here. Oops, I forgot to start my clock. Okay. Way dark. Why was that so hard? I don't know. Crude Defiant Cloth. Ooh. That's a good one. I'm getting the feeling that the humanoid type mobs are the ones I want to get for the Defiant gear and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, so my main way dark is the Necro, and he is absolutely pretty squared away for the X pack. I got him at 99.9% regular XP. Oh, look at this. And I get Origin. That's nice. Origin is actually pretty useful. I use it on my main occasionally still, to this day. Because I'm not a big clicky farmer for like ports and stuff. There's that Drunkenstein. I recognize it exists. Look at the crude. Look at the Defiant gear just falling from the sky, man. This is awesome. Anyway, the what was I getting ready? What was I saying? Jeez, I lose my train of thought so easily. When I'm playing the game, it just does a real mind trick on me, man. I don't know what the deal is. Where is he running off to? Stupid. Loot that. I'll need that, and I'll need that to sell. Oh boy, I sense a train coming. Where are you guys running off to, man? Dude. Alright, I don't need this there. I'm not going to need this for a while. Not going to need this for a good long time. This I'll probably need, sooner than later. I'm just going to put all this stuff up here, which are from my main. just going to leave these on here because frankly I'm not going to need those for a while because of the spell gem limit. Alright, so what spell school is this anyway? I think it's alteration, but I'm not sure. Alteration. Yeah, that's a big one. Conjuration and alteration are kind of big, but you could make a very strong argument for evocation because later on your really big dots are going to be from the evocation school, and they're going to cost the most mana. Here's another thing too. I've decided that I am going to not use the veteran rewards on this guy because I want to save the ones I have, because you don't have an unlimited number of those actually. To be able to flag a tune a veteran in order to get the vet rewards for, like, you know, the lesson of the day and stuff like that. Oh, well, I'll be doggone. I guess I do have it. They're giving the so you don't have to flag tunes. This is new to me. Oh, well, okay then. So I do have lesson of the day. I'm not going to use it though. I don't know. I'm going to kind of take my time. There's no rush. It's the rush. It's EverQuest. There's no rush. What rush? No rush. Let's load him up here. Let's test this smirk out. See if we can get him into some trouble. As you can see, it doesn't make any sense to buy a pet, to use a pet instead of the tank merc for a while. Now I've actually looked at the spells, and I've determined that I might do a pet. Sure, they'll sell. I might actually do a pet at level 12 finally. Well, these newbie mobs are really slow. These definitely feel slower than they used to. I could be wrong on that though. This warrior merc tends to miss a lot early on, especially. So yes, and I'm still in Steam font here. It's kind of leveling up. This is the bonus XP time. And oh my goodness. Uh-oh. If you look at the experience down here, there's no with bonus. I thought for sure there should be a bonus thing going on. Let's look at the calendar. October, there we go. Knights of the Dead. Maybe they're not keeping the XP bonus all the way through the Knights of the Dead. Well, anyway, like I said though, with my main, he is pretty well set. He only needs 3 more multi-stat augs for COV for his T3 gear, which is the crafted stuff. I don't do I buy the crafted stuff on the bazaar, and then I get the ore myself to, not all the time myself, mostly though. There's some friends in game here and there that will invite me once in a while when they have a slot open to do a mission or something, and I don't care about progression, and they know that. They do it to give me a little bump up for ore, for gear and stuff. They're just being nice. I appreciate that. Now you can oops. So anyway, my point is, especially since I'm probably not going to get the new X pack until like Christmas time, somewhere around there, and of course I do believe the release date for the new X pack, the Luckland one, is going to be in December, not November. Where the heck is he running off to? One thing I was going to do was check out Rusty Dagger. They're not even good to give to pets. I was going to check out the graphics situation. See once again if maybe I could. Of course, it's not going to take until I, rezone into the zone or something. So, what's the bag situation look like? I think you have to be level 10 for this, right? Yeah, level 10. So I'll keep the stuff I can wear down here, and the stuff I can't wear down here, and I'll just throw on pets. Then all this stuff I'll just sell. It's in the first bag. I'll sell all this and sell all this. I'll be fine. Oh, I guess I was. Okay, no. Here, put this over here. This is the stuff that I can use. Okay. Okay, so I'm still going to adjust here. I'm going to adjust. Now this should prove for the display across all my characters. Particles, not going to environment. Let's do advanced. Sky. Terrain texture quality. I have normal. Low, minimum. Let's go minimum. And radial flora sounds like something extra. I'm not going to do that. Windowed gamma, I don't care about this. Is full screen. Enable post effects. Enable bloom lighting. I don't think lighting has much to do with the textures on the ground. It's just really the terrain quality is going to be textures on the ground, I think. It's really the only thing in this. It's alright, let's just try that. Now it's not making a difference now, it's not expected to, because every time I zone, I have it set so it doesn't cache textures. It will not cache it. It's per setting I have. So because it's not caching textures, it's going to reload the same textures it's going to need. That helps actually in some zones, whether you're in Windows or Linux. I'm in Linux, so you know, I did it. You know, you're kind of get used to have to make certain allowances and stuff. I've not updated my Vulkan drivers for some time. I might do that. So yeah, I might do that. The Vulkan drivers sometime when I feel like I'll be able to have time to kind of fix anything I goof up, which amounts to, like any good tech person, proper time to be able to Google the answer. Should be getting some armor on me, decent. There we go. All this is just regular cloth stuff. Yeah, screw that. We don't need that. Okay. I'm not going to go for the hut guys anymore. Those guys are bugged, man. I'm just going to keep getting these loose guys. There's a guy over here. Bring him back. Let's get the tougher one first. So yeah, you would normally you would, you know, maybe you'd want to do lesson of the day. I don't have, excuse me, I don't have a lot of money on this tune, and I'm just using what I'm picking up here. So because of that, I'm just gonna do my short man on campus. He's a good guy. I forgot what I was saying. That's my next goal. It's not only the sound thing that I seemingly crude binding powder. Sure. It's stackable. I can, you know, that's fine. not encountering a lot of skeletons here for the bone chips. Oh, speak of the devil. Malachite? Sure. Look at that. Or pet gear. Or money. One of the two. I'm not going to go for the hut dudes. They do not like to behave with the pathing. Did I get bones in the last one? Yeah, I did. Bone chips ×2. Awesome. That works. Looks like something I could sell, right? Saltpeter. Trade skill. Oh, crap, it's for a quest too. May not be vendorable. So what I do is also to kind of build the list, the advanced loot list on a new character. I like to whatever does not vendor, if I don't care about it, but I can't vendor it, I go to the advanced loot window. I'll go there after this mob here just to show real quick. /ADVLOOT advanced loot. Alright, so what you do is you go to the filter and then you search for something that that you don't want to have in your list, right? You want to modify. If you, instead of always need, you're going to want to put some stuff on never if you can't vendor it and you don't really care about it, right? I don't care about quest items in general, but especially I don't think a lot of people would really care this low for quest items, for some of the half-assed quests that they kind of added to the game much later on the lower levels. It was just whatever, man. You don't really need them. The levels go by so fast, especially with how they've cranked up the XP, and you got mercs, and it's just the first 50, 60 levels go by fast. Used to be back in the day, it would take, man, probably close to 10 times as long as it does now. Now with that said, it makes a good amount, it makes enough sense though, because the max level now is so much higher. You want the lower levels to go a little quicker than they did back in the day, right? Alright, level 6, that's cool. Go back over here. Kill some of these guys. Respawning. I'm being a little less picky than I was earlier in the first episode for what I'm looting, because I'm starting to see the writing on the wall for the spell money I'm going to need eventually. And also there's a vendor in POK that when you have a new character that has, now also with all of this, oh I hate questing kind of said, okay, there are daily quests that, especially with a new character, can be very helpful and worthwhile to do in order to get some non-visible gear that is not going to drop off of mobs randomly. For caster, it's the adept, and for any kind of character that does melee, they call it combatant. And some of that stuff, if you want to keep up on your focus effects, you're going to want to do those dailies once in a while. Doing those dailies for the gear is only going to be helpful up through about level 65. Once you get to level 65, the Defiant gear that's usable up to level 65. After that, Defiant gear is pretty subpar. You're not going to want to get the Defiant gear that's, I think it's level 70 to 80 equipable. I think it's the Extravagant, maybe. I forget what the name of it is, but I just know the level range is pretty useless compared to the stuff you can get, the other stuff you can get from the inn. Oh, look at that. Bones. I think I needed that, I think. Otherwise I'll be selling it. Yep, I needed it. Cool. Alright, let's see what this Drake's got here. What do we got? Alright, looks like this episode's got about 5-ish minutes to go. We are up to level 6 now. It looks like we're going to stay at level 6 by the end of this episode. Whenever something's no trade, it's definitely do not loot. It's a non-looting situation, that's for certain. If I remember, these cougars were pretty rough. Mountain lions. Oh yeah. Let's get this crag check here. Am I out of mana? No. How come I'm not? So I have a lot of stories. Now I do remember back in the day, if anybody remembers the Minotaur Hero. Right? The Minotaur Hero used to be a mob that would terrorize noobs in the zone. Let's look at the map, see if they have a spawn point for the Minnow Hero. Let's make this a little bigger. It doesn't want to do it for me because I've probably got it locked. I've updated my maps in quite some time. I typically just update them with expansion releases. So there we go. The Minotaur Hero. Right here I remember leveling over by the Minnow Caves. Back in the day, I think it must have been at about level 10 or 12 maybe. Not sure. We'll have to go check that out after a while. We're still a newbie range for levels for certain. So we got a ways to go. I'm trying to remember when the Merc is going to get its dual wield, but I think probably about level 12. Once the Merc gets dual wield, then D becomes a bit more useful, that's for certain. Yeah, we're gonna not take care of that. Alright. I'm just gonna go back over to back over to the druid rings here. I guess we'll log right about here, like we did before. And so next episode, you know, I'm not gonna play this character unless I'm streaming with him. So this is going to be a real-time, real example of how the XP flows here in the modern game without using Lesson of the Day. And, you know, if there's happens to be bonus XP going on, you don't have any control over that. But I'm just going to kind of do my stuff. And coin does not have any weight. If you're a player, somebody that's played EverQuest but not for decades, coin used to be a thing, balancing the weight that you could carry. Even after getting mounts, it was still something people would still pay attention to. So we're getting some spots filled up with just cloth and stuff like that pretty decently. So I think the slower you level, the richer you're going to get. Because the thing that drains your money on your character is also the levels as you level. The higher level character you have, the more money it costs to maintain that character, especially with the Merc. It's going to cost money for the Merc. Now right now the Merc's not costing any money. I don't think they start costing any money for the Merc until level 10, I think. But eventually you're going to have be able to make money fast enough to maintain the Merc. Initially, even at level 10, it's not a big deal. I've learned in later expansions, when your character gets up over 100, level 100, let's say, or so, you got to pay attention a little bit to the Merc money, because it's every 15 minutes, and when you're throwing, you know, 250 plat at a Merc every 15 minutes. If you kind of dawdle and you just leave them running, and you're not really actively making money either through getting gems from, you know, to throw at vendors to make money off of gems, or just raw plat from killing monsters, mobs, you're going to get in some. You're going to be pinching some pennies a little bit eventually, so you got to pay attention to it a little bit. It's going to suck your money flow a little bit. Anyway, I'm a little bit over my goal time. Sorry about that. This is Elwood EQ on Gemsnoot. Next episode, we're going to continue on with our leveling. Probably still in this zone. I might explore other areas of this zone once I get up to maybe level 8 or so. Kind of check things out. Maybe level 10. We'll see how things go. And rock on from there. Have a great day. Thanks. And we'll see you in Norath next time. Bye.